Alrighty, we got all the inserts put into the tires, guys, and I was going to bring a video showing what they look like. So this is right around a 6-pound truck. Um, you can see the bulge right here on what it is. And this is kind of stuff you don't find people talking about is how it sits. So I wanted to show this. So that's how much flat looking they are. It's probably not too bad, but this is stuff that people would like to know. What's the weight for these inserts? So there's a little bit. I think it's gonna do pretty well. I don't think I would put anything heavier on these kind of inserts. Now, I didn't go very in depth on their website, seeing it. I couldn't find any different types for heavier trucks. It seemed like there was just one available, besides the cut and shuts and stuff like that. So there might be a way to stiffen these up, but to me that looks pretty good. Not sure if you can see inside there, but we're gonna go give them a try out today. See how these do. I think it looks good. Definitely won't be ordering for any scale rigs, which that kind of sucks, but yeah, let's give it a shot. We'll head out to the rocks and see how she do. All right, we are out here testing these new inserts. Back tire's already conforming there. Okay, I'm gonna take it through some we'll take it through some challenges here. I think there's I got about 10 of them. See how well the grip is. Yes. All right. Challenge 1 cleared. Yeah, they're definitely conforming. If it's too much, I don't know. These would probably be really good for like a 5-pound rig, the light ones, but we're rocking them, man. Gotta say, I was pretty happy with my purchase. SL3D. At least they completely fit the inside of the tire. So that's what I was looking for. I didn't want all that slop on the inside because it was making the tire act like jello. So, all right, this one right here, challenge 2. Just a grip test. Yeah, made short work of that. Eventually I'm going to start working on my angles with the GoPro, because as everybody says, it just doesn't do it justice on what you're climbing. Ooh, little torque twist in there. This truck is still actually pretty new. I haven't got much time on it. Got a little tire wrap going in the back there. Let's see if this sorts itself out. All right, so I'm gonna go up here with it. Now this It's kind of like challenge 3. This will test the sidewall pretty good. Because on foams, I was having trouble. It was rolling. So let's see. So far, so good. We are looking pretty good here. All right. Oh, that back end's still light. See if we get that settle back down. All right. Gotta kick my GoPro back on, making sure I'm getting the shot. All right. So yeah, you can see that tire right there. Not sure if you can see in the video. It's about looking half flat. Maybe not that much, pretty close. These might do actually just right. Because I know you want some, but I'm just not into where the tire is half flat. This isn't sand, so having a little bit of firmness is good. Not paying attention. All right. All right, so we're gonna come over here. This is a really good side hill test. Foams, it will not happen. Okay. Try to get my footing here. All right. Nope. Let's give it another shot. Try one. It's really hard to look at the camera and what I'm doing here, so. Okay. Let's see if I'm in the right position here. Let's see. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing, kind of. Okay, and the back end will slide down. That's pretty typical. Nope. Still can't get it. We'll give it one more shot. Okay. This is a pretty hard side hill test. My Capra can do it no problem, and that thing's top heavy, so. I might not be coming into it right though, too. Might not have been high enough. Let's try this. Oh. All right, there it is. We got a bunch of people showing up out here. I forgot it being Labor Day. Yeah, might have not been the best day to come out here, but all right, so we got through it. I had to give it a couple tries. I think I was hitting the wrong line. It's been a minute since I've been out here. Let's see if we can finish it through here. All right, got through it. So there's 3 challenges, and I got through them. So let's go over here. All right, we're at the hill climb. So how's everybody's Labor Day going? Any plans? Me, I'm just hanging out in my house as usual. Nothing big going on. Besides testing out my little friend here. So we'll bring him up. This is good for testing the forward drive. We'll see if that went downhill. Get into position. All right, yeah, it still got that. So let's go ahead and we'll finish this out. Challenge 4 completed. Yeah, I've got to do a little bit more. Kind of backed off for a while. I've been trying to get myself right, but I got a little bit more work to do on this. The back end is extremely light and it likes to dance around a lot, so thinking a little bit more weight in the front and back, but I don't know, I'm trying to stay away from doing that. All right, boy, that would be a good thumbnail. Actually, I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, let's see if it can get this next little section. That shouldn't be a challenge here, as long as nobody messes with the rocks. Should be pretty straight up. Got a little conform going on in there and in the back. Yeah, it's gonna make short work of that. All right, we're up and through. That one's pretty easy. We'll go test this V-notch and cliffhanger. All right, we're testing the V-notch area. It's not a big one, but there's some better out here, but this area is where I can kind of test everything, so. There we go, got her settled down. We'll get it up on that rock. Steer back in. Minimal steering movements. Walked it right through. All right, cliffhanger next. All right, let's see if we can get a cliffhanger. Trying to get my shots a little bit better so you guys can see what it's really climbing here. Oh, I went too high. That was my fault. Okay, now we're in the area. All right, get her in shot. What she's doing here. Ooh, we almost lost it. All right. See that back tire conforming there? Yep, went up on. Nice. These are actually doing really good. Okay, I'll bring it over. Such a good looking view right there. Okay. All right. Another thumbnail. All right, we'll come around to the back side. You know, who was I? I was watching Hello RC. If you guys don't know about that channel, go subscribe to them. Awesome people. But I was watching him, and he was doing some testing on, you know, or he brought it up in one of his videos, a Fusion SC, you know, compared to like Outrunner AM32 or the Secure. That guy is 100% right. Your downhill control on a Fusion SE is not as good as AM32 or Secure. Because if you just barely give it throttle, yeah, it lunges a little bit. With the AM32 stuff, I mean, it's butter smooth on downhill. It still does okay though. It doesn't run away from you, but there's not that as much precision. He's 100% correct. All right, cliffhanger has been accomplished. So the very first one over there where we were doing the side hilling test, it was struggling a little bit there, but I don't think I was hitting my line right. Everything else it's been crushing, so it is an improvement. Foams, I wouldn't even been able to get a lot of the side hilling stuff. All right, moving on. All right, I just found a line out here that I've never attempted before, or never seen really. Consequences are, and it's about what, 30-foot drop. So we want to make sure we don't mess up. And I just pulled it off camera. So I want to see if I can do that again. That was pretty awesome run. Let's see. See if I can remember how I did it. So right on the other side of this is where that 30-foot drop is. Oh. Set it back down. This is not a spot you want to mess up on. All right, now we got her coming around here. Got to remember how I did this. All That's a sweet line. I love it. Definitely have to be careful on that one. Ugh. We're gonna come around here. All right. I've never, wow. That thing is torque twisted out. Come on, desert lizards, do your job. All right. I would have never thought about this line right here. Now this part I didn't go this far, but let's see. Shouldn't. Oh, all right. See, I can't really, suppose I should get up there. But, let's see. I think I can see it good enough. Ooh, we don't want to be doing that. All right, there's got to be an area where I can get up in there. Let's see. I know I can, but I just probably went over there. I could see it. Yeah, she's unloading. I think I got out of my line there. All right, one more try, and then we'll move on here. I definitely think this part isn't that bad. I should be able to get this. There it is. Hopefully I got that in shot. I was very focused. So we'll come around here and we got a little pond. How cool is that, guys? All right. Will I be going through that? That's a negative. Can we cross right here? I don't know. There we go. All right. And then, it'd be cool if I could run this all the way through. Might be able to do it going the other way, but yeah, this way. This is pretty pretty downhillish. All right, we got it. New line. Just made a new line. That's why you gotta love this hobby, you know? Let's see, do I want to go over there? Yeah, we're gonna go hit one more test spot, and I got another truck I want to test. It had some servo issues. It had one of those 9 iMods or whatever they are, or iMods servos, and I put a I put an Endure in it, so I want to test that out today too. So this thing is doing awesome, everything I want it. I'll really be able to tell a lot more when I'm not filming, when I'm out here to drive it. So, but I like bringing you guys content. It makes me feel good. I'm still around, and just trying to keep things going. So let's get up to this other spot. All right. Moving boulders. All right, guys, this is one of the hardest spots in this area that I found. Now my Kraken Capra can pull this, but just barely. I mean, I have to use 4-wheel steer in order to get this. So we're gonna see the Element Duro, Rock Pirates Element Duro can knock it out today. So let's see if I can get a shot so you guys know the steepness of this. That's the line up through there, and it gets real sketchy around the top. The trick is it's got a little ledge right there that wants to keep the back tires held up. So let's see if these inserts help it come through. I don't even think I've never got up this with a class 2 rig, or even really tried it that much. All right, how do I want to try this? We'll try it the way I do it with the Capra. Oh, we're already, okay, that was my fault, not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Okay, try this again. Get my entry right here. Sure ain't liking it, is it? Okay, there we go. Keep that tire down. Unloading right there. That's the challenge of this, and you know, it's just most rigs will do that. I've only been able to get this with the 4-wheel steer. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Ooh, wow, Captain Jack just walked it. I don't know what to say. Did that just happen? All right, SL3D. Whoo. Go check West Desert Wheeler out. He knows his stuff. Wow, that was awesome. That's the stuff, man, right there. I can't believe that just happened. All right, I'm gonna have to find harder lines. So, those were definitely worth the money. I just wish they had different strengths. Maybe there's a way you can put pins in these. I'm not sure. It didn't really look like you could put the little dowel pins in them to make them stiff them up, but on this truck right here, they're perfect. The Element, what is it? The Element Ecto that I'm testing today, that's just got foams in it. So, which foams do really good. But they just do really good for forward drive climbing straight up hills. That's where they really excel. So All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up with this one. I want to test out my other one. I don't know how much video I'll get of that, if any. I just want to see if the servo's working right. And yeah, man, I'm very, very pleased with those. So that's what we came out here to do. Most of the problems, we crushed it. We found a new line. Very, very cool, like scenic line. I'm surprised I just never really, it hit my head about that before, doing that. That's the great things about RC crawling is, you know, always finding new stuff. And so far, knock on wood, I have had not any police approach me yet. No Karens have gave me up. I did see one when I showed up out here, and she was a nice lady. She said good morning, and it was in the back of my head she was gonna call on me. Like I said, there is no signs out here saying no motorized vehicles or anything, so if police ever come up to me, I might have to question that a little bit. You know, they got it tough. They really don't want to be tied up with coming out here, and so they don't want to be called either. But sometimes if you're, you know, you don't act like a jerk about it, you just say, hey. There's some good officers. Wow, this is a weird line I'm doing here. Okay, a little cross rutting. Okay, yeah, come on, element, get it. Yeah, that suspension was bound up. Whoa. We're doing things. All right, if I don't roll another clip here, you and everybody take care out there. Do the things you love. For some reason, I know a lot of people are talking about it. It seems like time is going extremely quick now. And make sure you're spending it with the people you love, because one day they'll be gone. All right, I'm out. Peace.